So we are back with another video with this pussy hoe called Rob Christian, and also known as Christian Robber, the coward, the one who is veiled behind the screen like his father, Christian Pig. So we're gonna see the son of Mut'a, Christian Robber, what he's going to and how he's going to try to refute me. Let's watch.
Okay. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you didn't already do so. Smash that like button. Let's see. I think I found it. Okay. Oh, not David Wood. Sorry. We have two videos of this idiot. The first one is Islam critique. Maybe you see the style of Islam critique. This is Islam critique. If the admins want to provide Islam critiques, his YouTube channel, you can subscribe to our dear brother Colin of Islam critique. He helped our brother out. I love him. A dear brother of mine. When we
come on, idiot, get to the point. Get to the point, Ahmad.
Farida, remember when Farida tried to force...
Hold up. Now you're gonna call yourself Robbie Christina. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that because you're veiled. You're a man, a she-male, veiled like your father, Christian Pence. Wiratha, right? You get it from him. So you're veiled behind the screen like a bitch, okay, and you're crying out loud. And now that I have pissed you off too much and I exposed your side chick Islam critiqued, you know, you're trying to get revenge, but you're gonna lose. Okay, let's continue.
Mohammed in Deuteronomy 33:2. I had a nice conversation.
By the way, Farid said that in this verse, when sometimes the Bible uses the Lord, it is in reference, not the Lord specifically, but the verse is in reference of Moses and Jesus, according to Christian commentators.
With Colin, and we spanked him and showed everybody that Farida is nothing but a mushrik, trying to tell us that Muhammad is the Lord, is Jehovah, and that companions of Muhammad, the caravan robbers, right, the thugs, are the 10 of thousands with an S on the end. Angels are the Sahaba. But remember, in the hadith, it's 12,000 Sahaba who went to attack Mecca and to conquer Mecca. 12,000. So you can't play that game. You can't have a cake and eat it too. When we know,
you have to provide the sources. Okay, you can't just talk crap and not provide any evidence.
That the Islamic sources are saying that 12,000 Sahaba went with Muhammad to attack and conquer Mecca, right? So how did 12,000 become 10 of thousands? And how did Muhammad become Jehovah? So you see, Farida and the likes of Farida are nothing but mushrikeen, right? Wanna prove that Muhammad is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob of the Bible. Thank you for the super chat. Wow. Carolina, thank you. God bless you, Rob. Carolina is saying, say my hello to Mrs. Rob. Please take a good care of her in...
He's the same, bro. This guy is Mrs. Rob, you know. This guy is also Miss Rob. He's not the male. I think his wife is the male and he's the female. Because this guy has a pussy and his wife has a dick, so it's different than that.
And... Rob Jr. Ah, that's sweet. Thank you so much, sister. God bless you. Thank you for your support.
Rob Jr.
So this is the video, guys. He's going to try to refute Islam critique. And Islam critique, as you see on the screen, this is talking about that Muhammad compared women, according to Aisha, Muhammad compared women with donkeys and dogs.
No, according to Aisha, she said that some people were saying the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, like I said in my previous video, and she told these people, not Muhammad. Islam critics say that Aisha tells us that Muhammad compared women to donkeys and dogs, which is not true. She said that the things that were mentioned before me by some people heard from the Prophet Muhammad, but she didn't hear straight from the Prophet Muhammad. She said that to those people, you have compared us women to donkeys and dogs, and this is not true, because nowhere in the hadith, nowhere in any of this hadith does the Prophet Muhammad said, yes I do compare donkeys and dogs, or anyone agrees with her saying that you compare donkeys and dogs, right? And as we said before, Aisha can be wrong. Aisha is not a prophet. Okay, she can be wrong in her opinion as well in some points, and she can be right as well.
Because according to Muhammad, a prayer can be annulled, right? Let's say a man is praying, a Muslim man is praying, and a woman passes by, or a donkey or a dog passes by, that prayer is annulled because Muhammad actually did compare women with donkeys and dogs. And we're
Can
going
you
to
show us
you.
where? Can you show us? You know what? Let me show you something. So if you're gonna say that Muhammad compared women with donkeys and dogs, let's go to Matthew chapter 15, verse 22 to 28. A Canaanite woman, so she's not one of the Israelites, right? This shows that Jesus is a racist. From that vicinity came to him, meaning Jesus, crying out, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me. My daughter is demon possessed and suffering terribly." Jesus did not answer a word. So his disciples came to him and urged him, "Send her away, for she keeps crying out after us." He answered, "I was only sent to the lost sheep of Israel." The woman came and knelt before him. "Lord, help me," she said. He replied, "It is not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the dogs." So he was calling her and the Canaanite people dogs. He was comparing them to dogs. Yes? And since the woman is more educated than Jesus, he says, "Yes, it is, Lord." She said, "Even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's tables." So this shows that the Israelites were masters over these people, and these people were slaves, the Canaanites. So she's saying that even us, the dogs, right? So he's comparing them to dogs. Is that according to you, Rob? Is this what you're gonna say? Anyway, let's hear what actually Islam Critique says in my video. This is my video here, Islam Critique Debunk. This is my channel. This is my video that I uploaded. Let's hear it because Rob tried to skip some things to, for his own benefit.
Aisha also tells us that Muhammad compared women to dogs and donkeys.
And he said what? Aisha told us. He said Aisha told us that Muhammad compared women to donkeys. She didn't say that Muhammad said. She narrated Aisha. She said Aisha is saying the things that which annul the prayer were mentioned before me. So these people who heard the Prophet Muhammad saying these things mentioned it to Aisha.
Donkey?
My donkey friend, my bitch. You're not a Christian at all, bro. You clearly refute yourself because you're saying that Jesus didn't compare women to dogs, right? Or the Canaanites. So you better read that again, my bitch friend.
Trying to insult any real donkey. Are you a Muslim if you call your prophet a liar? No. Muhammad himself said, and I quote, "Anyone who lies about me, let him take his seat in hellfire." So we're going to prove.
But that's different though, because there's a hadith that says the Prophet Muhammad said that whoever tries to do ijtihad and makes a mistake gets one reward, and the one who does ijtihad and was correct in doing ijtihad by following the Quran and the Prophet's teachings will get double rewards. So that's different than lying, you liar.
To you that this idiot that you see on the screen is going to end up in hellfire because he's lying about his prophet. Watch.
To dogs and donkeys.
Exactly wrong, Islam Critique, because
Right?
Aisha does not say that Prophet Muhammad compares her with donkeys and dogs.
You heard him, right?
Yes, exactly. I said that Aisha is not the one who's saying to the Prophet Muhammad that you are comparing us to donkeys and dogs. She was saying to those people who said that the things that annul prayer are a dog, a donkey, and a woman. So she's saying to these people, do you compare us to donkeys and dogs? Not the Prophet Muhammad. So it's probably that these people were trying to compare the woman with donkeys and dogs by using the Prophet Muhammad's statement. The things that annul prayer were mentioned, which are donkey, dog, and woman. So Aisha thought that these people are trying to make or accuse women or make fun of women by saying that you people are comparing us to donkeys and dogs, not the Prophet Muhammad. And Aisha continues to say, I saw the Prophet Muhammad praying while I used to lie in my bed between him and the Qibla whenever I was in need of something. I would slip away for I disliked to face him. Right? So the Prophet, she would be standing in front of the Prophet Muhammad. The Prophet Muhammad would be praying in front of her and his prayer would not be nullified. So this shows that if it really nullifies the prayer, which shows that the first one, it was an abrogation, that does not really nullify the prayer. It used to nullify the prayer. And also, if you keep looking here, okay, if you keep going back to my video here, this is my video, guys, okay, it's my channel, I clearly mentioned that it was not only the women who were compared to this and that, because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ says in this hadith right here, which I show in my video, I'm going to make the screen bigger right now, okay, which I show in my video, this is Sahih Bukhari, Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, if while you are praying, somebody, okay, somebody, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, somebody intends to pass in front of you, prevent him. And should he insist, prevent him again. And if he insists again, fight with him, meaning prevent him violently from passing in front of you or standing in front of you, pushing him away violently, because such a person is a devil. فَإِنَّمَا هُوَ شَيْطَانٌ. Right? So this proves that your claims are completely false. And guys, I will further show in the video that Rob Christian, the idiot, the bitch, didn't show this part of the video because it refutes him. So this means that if, and he says further on in the video that women are compared to shayateen and black dogs are compared to shayateen, which is completely wrong, because it means that even if it was a woman, even if it's if a woman were to pass in front of you, someone might not lower his gaze, for example, and look at her. Or if a dog passes in front of him, or a donkey, the man might get, in his prayer something that, oh, I want to look at it, and he starts looking at it. He starts to get, shaitan tries to move him away from prayer. So this is, and he starts to become, not focused on prayer as much as he's focused on looking at a donkey, and at the dog that's walking in front of him, and at the woman that's walking in front of him as well. So similarly here, that those that annul prayer were women, dogs, and donkeys. These were abrogated, and later on, it was said that it is disliked for someone to pass or to be in front of that person. And if he stands in front of that person, it does not nullify his prayer, but that person is obliged to push away that person from in front of him, so he can continue on his prayer. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ comparing women, i.e. Aisha, to dogs and donkeys, or any other type of woman. This is what I meant. So listen to my video again, you idiot.
And he's not even playing the full video of our brother Colin from Islam.
Since when did you play my full video? The full video right here, bro. The one that I refuted you at the end. See at minute 320, your refutation, that if anyone, whether it's a male or a female, passes in front of, that person's light is a devil. Okay? And a devil does not literally have to mean shayateen, because in the Quran it says, وَلَقَدْ جَعَلْنَا لِكُلِّ نَبِيٍّ عَدُوًّا شَيَاطِينَ الْإِنسِ وَالْجِنِّ, that there are devils from among the humankind and devils from among the jinn kind. Ibn Kathir describes it as the devil can have many meanings, something that is very far away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and something that is harmful. For example, the black dog was called the devil because he is harmful. He is like, especially the rabbit dog, which is a type of black dog, like the Doberman or something like that. In other words, the black dog was also called a devil because not all black dogs should be killed. Some ulama have made specifically that, according to the hadith in Sahih Muslim, that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, okay, let me just show you. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. Narrate Hafsa. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it is not sinful of a muhrim to kill 5 kinds of animals, namely the crow, the kite, the mouse, the scorpion, and the rabbit dog, which things that cause harm. So the rabbit dog here is also known as the black dog. As well, we see that snakes were killed as well. Sahih al-Bukhari narrated Mulaika ibn Umar used to kill snakes, but afterwards he forbade their killing and said, once the Prophet ﷺ pulled down a wall and a cast of skin of a snake in it, he said, look for the snake. They found it, and the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, kill it. For this reason I used to kill snakes. Later on I met Abu Lubaba, who told me that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, Do not kill the snakes except that the short-tailed or mutilated-tailed snake with 2 white lines on its back, for it causes abortion and makes one blind. So kill it. So he killed the harmful types of snakes, the harmful types of dogs as well, who have accepted Islam. So when you see any of them, pronounce a warning to it for 3 days. And if they appear before you after that, then kill it, for it is a devil. So that means the Prophet Muhammad said that to be able to distinguish the Muslim jinn from the evil jinn is when they appear to you in a type of creatures, in a type of form of creatures like snakes, dogs, for example. This is the hadith right here in Sahih Muslim, as you can see in Islamica, Islam question and answer. Okay. In Medina, there's a group of jinns who have become Muslim. When any of you sees these creatures, let him kill it. Give it a warning 3 times. And if it appears after that, then kill it, for his devil. The word translated as creatures here refers to kinds of snakes that appear in houses. They are to be killed until they have been given a warning 3 times, because they may be jinn. And now we said, what this means is that they do not disappear after being warned. Then they are not of the kind of creatures that inhabit houses, and they are not among the jinn who have become Muslim. Rather, there is a devil, so there is no sin on you if you kill it, and Allah will never give the shaitan a way to prevail over you by taking revenge, unlike the creatures, snakes and jinn who have become Muslims, and Allah knows best. Shaykh Ibn Taymiyyah said the jinn may appear in human and animal form, meaning like the black dog. So they may appear as snakes and scorpions, okay, or in forms of camels, cattle, sheep, horses, mules and donkeys, or in the form of birds, or in the form of humans, as the shaitan came in the form of Suraqah bin Malik when he went out, set out for Badr, calling a Canaanite woman and the Canaanites as dogs and the Israelites as masters. Muhammad ﷺ, when he ate this poisoned lamb in Khaybar, Khaybar was very previously. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ still lived after Khaybar, and he lived to see the conquest of Mecca, and the revelation was still being revealed to him, and he was still being proven as the true Prophet of Allah. He lived to see Hunayn. Hunayn is mentioned in the Quran as well, and he lived until the last final verse of the Quran came. اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. When Allah says, the final verse that came down of the Quran, that today I have perfected your religion, or completed your religion, and have completed my blessings upon you, and have only desired for you Islam as your religion, right? So this, what he's saying in the hadith, the word is not used al-watin, the word is used as abhari. And in the Quran it says al-watin. ثم لقطعنا منه الوتين means that in ancient Arabic, when we say قطعنا منه الوتين, it means death, because al-watin, the aorta, is used in the body, which is responsible for bringing oxygenated blood, right? So oxygenated blood for the one who lives. If it's cut, it does not literally mean that, oh, we're gonna cut it like we're gonna cut meat. No, it means, it is a metaphor for meaning that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, if he were to speak a lie while the revelation was being revealed down, Allah would immediately cause him to die. But Allah did not immediately cause him to die. Allah continued sending him revelation till the last verse came down, اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم, right? And this verse was way after the battle of Hunayn, and way after the time of Khaybar, when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was there. So if we take a look at the battles of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, the battle of Khaybar was here. So the hadith was mentioning that when the Prophet, during the time of battle of Khaybar, he ate it at that time, the lamb. And the real reason is that the Prophet Muhammad didn't die at that time from the poison, and he lived very long till he witnessed, the conquest of Mecca, right? And he lived longer to witness the battle of Hunayn. Okay, and Hunayn is mentioned in the Quran all the way till the battle of Tabuk as well. So he lived longer till he witnessed all the battles. And what the ayah was referring to is that if the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said something false, that is not in the revelation, or lied, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would cause him immediately to die while he is uttering these words. And this exactly means that does not mean that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ felt the as if his aorta is being cut. That means as if his time is up. And now we see that in chapter 9 of the Quran, verse 25, okay, it says لَقَدْ نَصَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ فِي مَوَاطِنَ كَثِيرَةٍ وَيَوْمَ حُنَيْنٍ. Right? So the Quran mentions the day of Hunayn. Hunayn was way after Khaybar, right? Allah has already given you victory in many regions, and even on the day of Hunayn, when your great number pleased you, but you did not avail you at all, and the earth was confining for you, right? So Yawma Hunayn, Hunayn is mentioned, the battle of Hunayn is mentioned in the Quran. And the battle of Hunayn occurred after the conquest of Mecca. So this would mean that, the Prophet lived longer, and moreover, the revelation was still being revealed to him.
So you are out of Islam and you're according to your own prophet, you're going to burn in hellfire. Congratulations. So let us spank him for a second time. Second time. Watch.
Let's look at a passage from Islam's most trusted source.
Remember this video, guys?
This is Sahih.
David Wood, he was dressed like Mohammed. He put a garment, a dress like Mohammed. He was trying to show you that how Muhammad looked like. So this was a satire from our dear brother David Wood, right? Remember that video? It's a very old video. And this idiot that you just saw on the screen is going to try to refute David Wood. This is going to be a disaster, guys. I kid you not.
Okay, we're gonna see your disaster, my little bitch. We're gonna see your disaster. But your disaster is coming up. You're gonna get a very good beating on your ass. Till there's a alama, there's a mark.
The more Muslims open their mouth, the more they are going to get spanked. Watch.
The more you're opening your mouth, it seems that you're more getting spanked. Let's remember something. The more that you're trying to flex your Arabic, all the videos that I've made about you, Hamar ibn Hamar, you don't know Arabic. You don't know Arabic, my bitch. Okay? You're a pussy behind the screen. That's what you are. You're a son of mut'ah behind the screen. And behind the screen. And your mommy is the bitch of the town. We're gonna see.
Bukhari, number 2442 in the Aisha Bewley translation. I'll post a link to the complete hadith in the description box of this video in case you'd like to read it. In this passage, Muhammad's 9 wives are feuding with each other because his favorite wife, his child bride Aisha, is getting special privileges. She's receiving more gifts than the other wives.
Yeah.
So some of these disgruntled wives get together and decide to ask Muhammad for equal.
So guys, this reminds me of when Muslims. If you
guys, I want you to watch this. Bear with me here. He's gonna go over the video of David Wood, and he's not going to go over my refutation for him because he's a coward. This is what he's trying to play. And now I will post this link in his channel, and I will continue posting it till all his viewers see the truth, and he sees the truth. I'm gonna make him boil more, and I'm gonna eat him up. I'm gonna eat him up and drink his blood. Not only eat him, like he said, I will drink his blood as well.
Otherwise, you need to treat them all equally. What? According to the Quran, you have to treat them all equally, according to what the Muslims say. You have to treat all 4. If you want to marry 4 wives, you have to treat them all equally. Did Muhammad treat all of them equally? What did David Wood just said?
If Muhammad, listen, my friend, if Muhammad loved one more than the other, this doesn't have to do anything with treating them equally. You know what I mean, right? Because you can still love a woman, your heart can still love a woman more than the other, but you can still at the same time treat them both equally.
These disgruntled wives get together and decide to ask Muhammad for equal treatment.
Equal treatment. So Muhammad didn't even treat them equally.
Do not injure me regarding Aisha. The revelation does not come to me when I am in the garment of any woman except Aisha.
And now he's going to try to refute it, guys. So this is talking about that Muhammad was in the garment of Aisha. So Muhammad became a cross-dresser. He was wearing the clothes of Aisha. And this idiot that you see here is going to refute it. He's going to try to refute his own prophet. Yes, you're live on air.
Okay, sir, I just wanted to tell you that I have researched a little bit on this topic. So, as you are saying, you use the word garments, but they do not use the word garment in Arabic. They kind of mean.
Wait. Baby steps, brother, baby steps. Which hadith are you talking about? This hadith of Sahih Bukhari?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want us to go to that hadith? Let me show it on the screen. You know what? Let me show it on the screen just a second so that people can see it. Just a second. So Muhammad,
Okay,
so according to you, Muhammad didn't become a crossdresser, right? Just to confirm. Muhammad wasn't
Yes.
a crossdresser. Okay, guys, you heard him. He said yes. According to this Muslim, Muhammad did not become a crossdresser like you see here on the screen. Okay, this is the hadith. Same hadith. Hadith number 2581. Sahih Bukhari. Okay, go ahead.
I cannot
What
see
you-
it. Please read it. Read it for me.
Okay. It says in the Arabic, وأنا في ثوب امرأة إلا عائشة. Please translate.
I will do the honors. Okay, وأنا في ثوب امرأة إلا عائشة. So this means that the revelations come to the Prophet Muhammad when he is under the same covering, meaning the blanket, or lying in the same bed as Aisha. How do we know that? We go back to this hadith, under one covering. What does that mean? Under one blanket. Now it wouldn't make sense to say that a man lies with another man in the same garment or in the same clothing. That's that doesn't make sense. And a woman should not lie with another woman under one covering. And the word used in the Arabic version is thawb. الثوب, right? ولا يفضي الرجل إلى الرجل في ثوب واحد ولا تفضي المرأة إلى المرأة في الثوب الواحد. What does thawb mean here? Is it translated as covering? Covering, أحمر. Covering.
Thawbi, garment or dress of any woman. Imra'a means woman. Illa Aisha, except that of Aisha. So Muhammad is confirming that he is not getting any divine revelation except when he is in the garment or dress of Aisha. Go ahead.
But as far as I know, this means like a bed or like a room. You can call it
Brother,
a bed.
so are you?
You guys see this guy, how he refuted him? And this is the video. I think this one of the Muslim brothers, he looked at my video. And not only that, he probably also knew it, right? And he refuted this idiot, this Christian robber, man. This idiot does not know. Like just like he translated. Remember, guys, the previous video where he translated al-bariyah and al-bari'ah. Al-bariyah, he said, is innocence. Al-bariyah, he said, is creatures. While they both mean creatures and creation. Both words mean that. And al-bari'ah has many definitions. It can mean innocent. It can mean creation as well. It can mean creatures.
Trying to teach me my own Arabic language?
What? Did I just hear something? At the end, we will refute his Arabic, guys.
No, I'm not trying to teach you, but I kind of think that you misinterpreted.
What an
I
idiot. He thinks
misinterpreted.
Arabic is his language.
Can you open YouTube? Can you open YouTube? But make sure to mute it. Open this YouTube channel. Go to the live show so I can show you it on the screen. Okay?
Let me
Google
just
Translate.
fast forward.
What does it say?
Let me just fast. If we went to Google Translate,
Oh,
use one
A
definition.
garment. Do you see it? A dress, right?
Thawb, but it can also
Did you catch it?
mean. But it can also mean, my bro. It can also mean a covering, because here it says thawb. A man cannot lie under one thawb, under one garment or under one covering, and a woman should not lie under the same thawb with another woman, right? What does that mean, Yahmur? A man should not lie with another man under one covering. Is it under one cloth? Or is it under one garment? Or covering? Or cloth? The thawb hadith. So congratulations, Yahmur. You basically lost it all, yeah, Christian Robber.
Are you going to leave Islam, or are you going to follow
But wait,
the cross-dressing prophet of Islam?
why would
He can't leave Islam listening to a guy who is stupid and cannot read Arabic, and doesn't know Arabic at all, you know. يعني كم مرة أنت قرأت آية من القرآن وغلط فيها يا كلب.
let me clear you. Why would he tell such thing to other people if he is already practicing it? This is not a good thing to tell other people.
What? Come again? I did not catch you. Please come closer to.
Thawb means garment and a dress. My question to you is, since you're an Arabic-speaking person, can thawb also mean the cloth, unstitched cloth? Can thawb mean that?
It's talking. Listen, Abdul. It's talking about what? What does it say? Thawb imra'a. And who is the imra'a? وَأَنَا فِي ثَوْبِ imra'a. No. Listen carefully. I'm not allowing you to play games. And I'm not allowing you to play. Listen. Let me talk. We cannot talk at the same time.
I'm just gonna continue playing this video, guys. I think in the end he's gonna show my refutation, and we'll see what he's gonna respond.
To play word games, I'm not allowing myself to play word games, and I'm not allowing you to play word games. Why? Here's why. Here is the Sahih Bukhari hadith. Sahih Bukhari hadith number 2581. It's on the screen. I hope do you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen.
Okay. What does it say? What does it say? Read the Arabic, please. The red words. What does it say?
It says وَأَنَّ فِي ثَوْبِ امْرَأَةٍ.
Okay, stop. What does this word mean?
Or thawb.
Thawb. What is thawb? According to you, what does it mean? What does thawb mean?
It can mean that the revelations comes to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he's not in any garment, any thawb, any cloth or garment, meaning a bed sheet or sleeping in the same bed or a covering, like we showed in this hadith here, okay, or a covering, except Aisha's bed and Aisha's blanket and Aisha's covering. So, and his other wives, they don't have that special ability as the Prophet has with Aisha.
According to me,
Yeah.
in this context, thawb means it's an unstitched cloth.
Okay.
Not a dress.
Okay. And what does the second word says?
Imra.
Okay. Now translate these two words.
The cloth of one of you women.
Thank you. Then why do you call me, you idiot? Why do you call me and try to refute me? So it's a woman's clothing. Thank you, idiot. Don't waste my time, man. You're a nobody, man. Guys, did you catch it? He confirmed it, right? Was going to call his prophet a liar again. Watch. He's going to try to refute David Wood. Right? Remember, we were stuck here. We didn't finish it. So let us continue.
Did you catch that? The revelation, Quranic revelation, does not come to me when I am in the garment of any woman except Aisha.
So David Wood did not lie.
Don't complain about Aisha. Allah gives me revelations when I'm wearing Aisha's garments, but not when I'm wearing your garments. So Allah obviously favors Aisha over the rest of you. Now stop asking for equal treatment. This hadith raises a lot of questions, among them. What in the name of RuPaul is Muhammad doing wearing women's clothes? The Muslim sources contain more than 30 references to Muhammad wearing women's clothing. I'll include several examples in the link I mentioned. The narration we looked at in Bukhari uses the word thawb, which is like our word garment, in that it can refer to a man's garment or a woman's garment. But in context, it's the thawb of Aisha that Muhammad's wearing.
Exactly.
Some of the sources, however, including Sahih Muslim, say that Muhammad was in Aisha's mirt, which refers specifically to a woman's garment, more like our word dress.
So all this rubbish that David Wood has said.
The rubbish. Really incorrect. Guys, did you hear it? It's incorrect. Okay.
Word thawb can mean a garment, clothing.
Yes. Did you catch it, guys? It means garment, or it can mean covering. Covering of who? In this case, of an imra'ah. right? We showed you imra'a.
No, ya Hmar, because here it says it can be a covering. A man shall not lie, as we go back to this hadith, a man should not lie under one covering with another man, and a woman shall not lie under one covering with another woman, ya kalb. That means the covering is not a woman clothing, okay? It means a blanket. So a man should not lie with another man in the same blanket, and the woman should not lie with another woman in the same blanket. That's what it exactly means. Ya Hmar.
Yes, it can mean clothing, it can mean dress, it can mean garment, but it clearly said في ثوب امرأة. ثوب امرأة, a woman's clothing. Who? Aisha, to be specific. Right? It's showing crystal clear that it's talking about an imra'ah.
Continue the video.
Remember?
Continue the video. Let's see
You
how
can
brave
play
you are.
those games. So we went to a different hadith, guys.
As we see in the hadith of Sahih.
Why are you not addressing Mr. Idiot, this guy? Guys, it's this guy.
Because ya Hmar, you're not addressing, you're not showing my hadith. I'm trying to show you that the word thawb can mean covering a kalb. It can mean blanket as well, according to the hadith. Ya Hmar.
Talking, right? Why are you not showing the hadith that David Wood is talking about on the screen?
Because why do I have to show it? I have to prove to you that thawb does not only mean garment, ya kalb. It can mean covering and blanket.
You know why? Because you're going to spank yourself. This is why you are running.
Yalla, show my video. Let's see if you're gonna run. Show my video. Let your followers know how alive you are, or you're not gonna show it. Let's see.
To a different hadith. But anyway, guys, he brought it up, not me. I don't care. We're going to spank him anyway. Watch, guys, watch. Focus.
That's the Muslim, as you can see in the reference here, that the Messenger of Allah said, a man should not see the private parts of another man, and a woman should not see the private parts of another woman. And a man should not lie with another man under one covering, and a woman should not lie with another woman under one covering. The word covering here in the Arabic version of the hadith is thawb.
Yes.
As you can see.
They translated to covering, right? Like I said, it can mean thawb. Thawb can mean dress, garment, or a piece of clothing. A covering, I don't care.
No, you don't care. You do care. A covering means a blanket, ya kalb. A covering means a blanket, my idiot bitch, okay? So as we've spanked you here, now you say, I don't care. No. It proves that, it doesn't make sense that a man lying with another man under one piece of clothing. No, it's lying with another man under one blanket, under the same bed. This is what it means.
It's still thawb. The word is thawb, right? Do you see it? It's still thawb. A thawb, the garment, the covering, the dress. But you fail to address the original hadith. Why? Because it's saying thawb imra'ah, thawb of a woman.
Yes, thawb imra'ah, or meaning also the thawb of a zawja, meaning the bed of his wife Aisha. Because how many houses did Prophet Muhammad have? How many wives did he have? Didn't Aisha have her own house as well? Yes, she did. And thawb imra'atin means the same covering of a woman, meaning under the same blanket of a woman. And he's trying to say that the same covering of, the revelation does not come to me when I'm in any covering of a woman, okay? When I'm in any of the garments of my wives, the revelation does not come to me except when I'm under the covering of Aisha.
It's Aisha. So you see how they're tap dancing, guys? You see it? Why didn't you go to the original hadith that David Wood is talking about? Anyway, guys.
Because, ya Habibi, you said that a thawb means, as the guy has told you before, the other guy said, the one that you're speaking to and you hanged up on him, he said that thawb can mean blanket or a covering. It does not specifically have to mean a garment, meaning, a clothing of a woman. Muhammad said, ولا يفضي الرجل إلى الرجل في ثوب واحد ولا تفضي المرأة إلى المرأة في الثوب الواحد.
Yes.
So as you can see, the word thawb there is as covering. So that means a male should not lie under one thawb or under one covering or blanket with another male.
So John, exactly. The hadith is saying they should not share clothes. But did Muhammad share clothes? Yes, with who? With Aisha. Idiot.
Look at the idiot. Where does it say he shared the clothing? It said that a man should not lie with another man in one thawb, in one covering, and a woman should not lie with another woman in one covering. It does not say that they should share the same clothing, ya hamar. And even if Rob Christian tries to use his logic or use his theory that a man should not share his clothing with another man and a woman should not share her clothing with another woman, this is completely false, because the text clearly says that a man should not lie with another man and a woman should not lie with another woman under one covering, and it's fi thawbin wahid, right? And we go back, if he uses theory that it's not permissible, then we can refute him from here. If we go to this hadith, if we go to Sahih al-Bukhari here, it says we were ordered, in Sahih al-Bukhari says, near it Atiyya, we were ordered to bring out our ministrating women and veiled women in the religious gatherings and invocation of Muslims on the 2 Eid festivals. These ministrating women were to keep away from their musalla. A woman asked, "O Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what about the one who does not have a veil?" He said, "Let her share the veil of her companion," that means of her other woman companion. So this clearly shows that it is permissible for men to share clothes with another man and women to share clothes with another woman. But the hadith here we're talking about is one covering, fi thawb al-wahid.
Hadith, right? This is hadith. But guys, I have a surprise for you. Same hadith reported from a different, but in this time in Sunan Abi Dawud, the Prophet said, let me give you the link, guys. Let me give you the link. The Prophet said, a man should not look at the private parts of another man. So don't look at a private part of a man, okay, if you're a man. And the woman should not look at the private parts of another woman. So Muhammad is specifically saying, don't look, if you're a man, don't look at someone else's penis. And if you're a woman, don't look at the vagina of another woman. A man should not lie with another man without wearing lower garment.
Under one cover. Fi thawbin wahid. Wahid means one. Thawb means cover. It's not talking about lower garment, and even in the Arabic version, this doesn't exist without wearing a lower garment, and I will show you.
So do you see how they are falsely translating, guys? So it's talking that you should not lie with another man without wearing lower garment under one cover. And the woman should not lie with another woman without wearing lower garment. So it's still talking about a garment. And
exactly, and if you can see here, في ثوب واحد ولا يفضي الرجل إلى الرجل في ثوب واحد. There's nowhere it says lower garment without wearing a lower garment, or naked without a lower garment. It basically says ثوب واحد, meaning under one covering or under one blanket.
The word is thawb. Do you see it? So, do you see how they are lying, guys? So, without wearing lower garment under one garment.
Exactly, one garment. Now he got confused in this, so he tries to fix up a little bit for his non-Arabic speakers, and he fails miserably. في ثوب واحد. What does ثوب واحد mean, Christian Nober? One cover. There's no mention in the Arabic version without wearing a lower garment. Wallahi, there is no mention in this hadith in the Arabic version. This is the added text, but under one cover. Yani, she should not lie with another woman in one cover, under one cover. Good for you. And even if you go to Sahih Muslim, if you go to Sahih Muslim, it's the same thing, under one covering. You know, ولا تفضي المرأة إلى المرأة في الثوب الواحد. One covering. One means الواحد. Covering means thawb. There you have it. That Rob Christian was mentioning in Sunan Abi Dawud, that a man should not lie with another man without wearing lower garment under one cover. Show me here Okay, show me here. As we can see, it says ولا يفضي الرجل إلى الرجل في ثوب واحد. It's the same text. ولا تفضي المرأة إلى المرأة في ثوب. Right? ثوب here في ثوب واحد means under one cover. ثوب واحد meaning one. واحد means one. Cover means, you know, the blanket, the ثوب. And a woman should not lie with another man without wearing lower garment. Nowhere does it mention here lower garment. If you can show me, a lower garment means izar. There's nowhere it mentions izar here, like in the rest of the hadiths. Under one cover. في ثوب. في ثوب means one cover. ثوب واحد. Right? ثوب means واحد. So means one cover. So as we can show you again, في ثوب واحد means under. Right? A woman should not lie with a man should not lie with another man under one cover. في ثوب واحد. واحد means one. Cover means ثوب. Also, to refute David Mood more about the word mirt, that mirt is something that is worn by a woman only and not any type of covering or blanket. If you go to Sahih Muslim, Aisha reported that Allah's Apostle ﷺ went out one morning wearing a stripped cloak, or in other words, a blanket of the black camel's hair. That there came Hassan bin Ali. He wrapped him under it, and came Hussein, and he wrapped him under it along with the other one, Hassan. Then came Fatima, and he took her under it. Then came Ali, and he took him under it, and then said, Allah only desires to take away any uncleanness from you, O people of the household, and purify you through thorough purifying. So here it says وَعَلَيْهِ مِرْطٌ. وَعَلَيْهِ مِرْطٌ meaning he's wrapped up in a blanket, and it's not any type of woman clothing, just basically like a regular covering just to cover, like a blanket in the time of Arab days, or it can be worn on the head and on the body to protect from heat or from sun. Even if we go here in Sahih Muslim, in Riyadh al-Salihin, the book Riyadh al-Salihin is a reference. Aisha reported one morning Messenger of Allah ﷺ went out wearing a black blanket, and the black blanket here is called وَعَلَيْهِ مِرْطٌ. He has a mirt, which is a black blanket made of camels or sheep's black hair with patterns of camels' bags on it. If you go to Ibn Mandur's dictionary, it says mirt is any type of garment that is not tailored, which means it's not like as David Wood is wearing. It's just basically a regular blanket that is worn, in the definition, underlined definition below. Now, to further on prove that Rob Christian doesn't know what the word bed in Arabic means, shows his stupidity, because he says that the word bed in Arabic is sarir, and it can also mean firash. Let's see what he's gonna say.
Translate. You're the Muslim. Your Prophet did not speak English. Your Prophet spoke Arabic. Your Allah spoke only Arabic. So read the Arabic and translate.
Can I be a Muslim without not knowing Arabic?
No. Because when you pray, you have to do it in Arabic. Right? So don't go there. Translate what Arabic says. Translate, Mr. Afghani. Translate. You can read Arabic as an Afghani. You can read Arabic, so you can translate. You're Afghani or Pakistani, right? Translate.
Put the translation on. Don't play games with me. I never
Translation is false. You know why? Because it says beds. Do you believe it's beds?
What?
The translation, your Muslim translators are even doing more taqiyya than you, because it's talking about beds. Do you believe that thawb suddenly is a bed? Here.
I never say bed.
Well, are you calling these people liars then? Do you agree that they are lying to us in the translation, because it says the divine inspiration did not come to me on any of the beds except that of Aisha. Did they lie?
And I disagree.
Did they lie? No. Did they lie?
So basically, when they say beds, meaning firash, or maybe meaning a covering, because the beds long time ago was meaning that if he slept under one covering, meaning sleeping under the same one bed, one covering.
lie? Did they lie? No, did they lie? Yes or no? Because you want me to go to the translation. Did they lie?
Can translations be wrong? Yes, translations can be
Okay,
wrong.
so guys, you heard them. So you heard them. They lied in the translation. Thank you. So why do you want me to
So this proves how I exposed him.
go to a false translation? Let us go back to the Arabic.
No,
Let us go back to the Arabic because the Arabic is clear. Translate.
we will see.
They are
we will
doing
see
poo-poo
where-
in the English translation. They are doing poo-poo in the translation. So read the Arabic.
Your Bible is full of poo in the
Oh,
translation.
you're a donkey, man. Idiot, man. Too scared to answer the question because he knows it's talking about thawb imra'atin. Do you see it? We showed you from many sources. Wa'ana. I don't respect lies. Look at the whole. Okay. Do you agree that it's a bed?
It's not a bed. It's the cloth.
Okay,
It's
so
the cloth
they
cover.
lied. So they lied, right? They lied.
They're wrong. They're wrong
Okay.
in.
No, say it. No, they lied. Say it. They lied. No, you have to say it. They lied. They are Arabic
You understand?
speakers like me. They are translating. Are you saying that an Arab who is
understand?
translating, they are going to, intentionally, they are going to put beds instead of a piece of
Let's see if you're actually Arab. Let's see how you pronounce bed in Arabic.
clothing?
So do you know their intentions?
Yes, we know the Muslim translator intentions. Yes, they are doing. They're always deceiving. They're always deceiving. Tell us
People don't
something
make
new.
mistakes.
No, this is not a mistake. You cannot make this kind of mistake because it's a piece of clothing. How did a piece of clothing become a bed, you evil son of Satan?
Okay, so you mean in the Bible they translate different words.
Are you going to, don't go to the Bible. Don't go to the Bible. The Bible is not the topic. If you listen, I'm going to give you another chance. Last chance. Are you going to answer yes or no? Let me call him back, guys, to see. We're not running from anyone. Who are you to run from you? I don't respect lies like you. You just confirmed that the English translation is a lie. Why do you want me to go where it says beds?
No. You again don't use the reason and logic, boy. Listen, I said that word bed is not right. That doesn't propose.
Who's the boy? Who's schooling who? Am I schooling you or are you going to school me? Let's see who's the boy. You just call me boy, life on air. Okay, prove to everybody that I'm a boy and you're going to school me. Go ahead.
Yeah, the translation. Okay, well, you're too scared to put in this translation.
I am putting the correct translation on the screen. It's on the screen, you idiot. I'm not putting beds because the word is not beds. Sirar is a bed. Sirar in Arabic is a...
Look at the idiot. He said sirar is a bed. It's sarir, not sirar. Or sarir is bed. And it can also mean bed, can also mean firash. Because there's one hadith that Prophet Muhammad before he went to his firash, he would recite, for example, Qul huwallahu ahad, Qul a'udhu birabbil falaq, Qul a'udhu birabbin nas. And the word in this hadith is called firash. إِذَا آوَى إِلَى فِرَاشِهِ.
No, don't use the reason and logic, boy. Listen, I said that word bed is not right. That doesn't propose.
Who's the boy? Who's schooling who? Am I schooling you or are you going to school me? Let's see who's the boy. You just call me boy, life on air. Okay, prove to everybody that I'm a boy and you're going to school me. Go ahead.
Now he's getting
the
heated.
translation. Okay, well, you're too scared to put in this translation.
I am putting the correct translation on the screen. It's on the screen, you idiot. I'm not putting beds because the word is not beds. Sirar is a bed. Sirar in Arabic is a bed.
No, it's sarir. Sarir, you idiot. It's not sirar. Sarir is a bed. Another example would be in Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. As you can see, this is a reference in the book of Riyadh al-Salihin, as you can see. It says, Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported, Messenger of Allah said, when a man calls his wife to his bed, and the word is, إِذَا دَعَ الرَّجُلُ إِمْرَأَتُهُ إِلَى فِرَاشِهِ, to his bed. And she does not respond, and the husband spends the night angry with her, the angels curse her until morning. So we can also see another word for sarir or bed in Arabic is firash.